Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the 90th minute. We are your hosts. We got Greg, Maddie, Waz, Lucas, myself, Liam. If you're new to the podcast, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Get involved with tonight's conversations. Comment down below. Give us your thoughts. Hit us up on any and all social medias. Links will be in the description. Now, we're back on Discord. There was 5 of us tonight. We said, you know what? Let's take a break from Lucas's house. Let's get back onto the Discord. So, boys, how are we all doing tonight?
Pretty good.
I'm good.
It's a good time. I'm very happy. I'm very happy today. It's good news today.
Happy New Year.
No, Van de Beek.
Yes, we're going to talk about all the transfers. We're going to go through a full roundup of the week that has been in the European football. We're also going to talk about the Community Shield.
Yeah.
We're also going to answer some of your questions off of TikTok and Instagram and other social medias. So let's get into it. And I mean, frankly,
Just want to start off by saying thank you to everyone showing support on the latest couple of videos on YouTube, especially the IRL football one. I mean, you guys have been waiting for that one for a while. Liam, you've been getting some praise on TikTok with your volley. You know, some people are saying these guys shouldn't even play Sunday League. You know, it's okay. We're okay. And then there's the Alphonso Davies TikTok where, you know, we asked you guys to kind of at him in the comments on TikTok. No response from Alphonso just yet. I think he's having a lot of fun in Ibiza.
Keep pegging.
Yeah, he's having a lot of fun in Ibiza with his girlfriend. You got to respect that. I'd be doing the same thing right now.
So we need to discuss first and foremost the biggest shocking news in our history of being football fans. Lionel Messi may be leaving FC Barcelona. I want to give Maddie the floor. I want to give him the stage. I don't know if he's emotionally ready for it yet.
No, I'm too sober. You guys should start. Thanks.
It's an incredible turn of events. After the Bayern Munich 8-2 defeat, Barcelona seems to be in shambles, and Messi's had enough.
It's just something you didn't see coming. Like, it's so odd.
Oh no, I saw it coming. In a sense.
Did you?
In a sense, like let's depends on the timeline we're looking at, right? After the 8-2, I think we were kind of expecting something.
I mean, in years before, like
definitely
2 years
not.
ago.
I don't think anyone expected.
No, and that's my point. Like,
yeah,
I think everyone sees that player in Messi staying at Barcelona his entire career and just retiring.
A man named Bartomeu came to the door. He said, "Hello, can I ruin your club?" Yeah, there's Maddie's reaction as a Barcelona fan. Also, the reaction of many Barcelona fans around the world.
Yep.
Where do we start with this? I mean,
he's been linked. Let's start first off with what happened. So yeah, we said the 8-2 defeat, the Bartomeu situation, just unrest at the club. Barcelona just seemingly not being able to figure out what their visions are, or figure out a good starting 11. The team just is a mess all around. So Messi says, you know what? I have a clause in my contract where I can leave whenever I want. I want to leave. And within a second, there's a million clubs linked with him. There's rumors of him going to every single country across the globe. But as the days and weeks have gone by, we've seen, I think the numbers dwindle to 2, potentially 3 clubs.
2 or 3, yeah.
I think it's 2.
And
2.
I mean,
it's most likely 2, but
ultimately, I think we can talk about. I'm going to say 3. I'm going to throw in Newell's Old Boys in Argentina, his hometown club. I don't think they're going to get him. I don't see Lionel Messi taking that big of a pay cut and leaving the European game altogether. There's teams as of PSG. They can financially afford him. Neymar is there. It would help put them on the absolute pinnacle of global scales. And then there is the Manchester City link, which is most heavily favored. Pep Guardiola is there. Money is there. It has to happen.
Also, one of his best friends, Sergio Aguero's there.
Yes,
they're inseparable when it comes to Argentina. I let's be honest. I think Man City is where he's going to end up. The only other club would probably be PSG.
I mean, ultimately for me, I think he's too good to leave the European game.
I agree. He's still got a Champions League to win, another one to win, and everything.
Well, today on the Sunday there was more Messi news that broke. Now Lucas is not a big fan of this source. Tancredi Palmieri, he is a BN Sports correspondent, CNN, former Gazzetta dello Sport contributor. So he's kind of reliable, but kind of hit and miss, right, Lucas?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is what he said today. Boom. Manchester City would be ready to pay 500 million euros after taxes to Messi in 5 years, earn 50 million euros per year, plus, according to Paper Sport, a staggering 250 million euro bonus after 3 years moving to New York City in the last 2 years.
Yeah, that New York City link is being heavily reported today. I'm looking at the BBC website.
Mm-hmm.
They have one here saying they're prepared to offer him £450 million, part of a 5-year plan that would eventually see him join New York City FC. Of course, New York City FC owned by the same company as Manchester City. So, I mean, I can see a bit of a plan there. I can see a bit of a path. And, I mean, I think if you're the Manchester City owners group, you want Lionel Messi to be your player for the rest of his career.
David Beckham in shambles.
David
Yeah,
Beckham would be
crying.
very upset because he would sell so many Inter Miami kits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's one source here. I don't think it's a reliable source at all, because it's called 20 Minutos.
Yeah, it doesn't sound reliable.
But the headline's just funny enough. It says Braithwaite has asked for Barca for number 10 shirt if Messi leaves.
I don't really know how credible that is. Braithwaite, I told
Stop.
you about that, Matt. How he wants a number 10 shirt for Messi if he leaves.
Can we just fucking send that to the gulags, bro?
Can that shirt just
Who's
be
this
untouchable?
ugly,
for like,
bald-headed fuck?
for
Can
like,
we please have Maddie? Can we please have your thoughts about this entire situation? You are the Barcelona fan here.
Honestly, at this point, I just want to see him go. I want to see him enjoy the rest of his life instead of being trapped in this fucking hellhole.
And that's the thing. A lot of people,
He's
I think,
bad.
agree, but a lot of people are like really, really upset with Messi.
yeah.
They want him to stay, get him out, kind of thing. And it's
This
hard
is the same
when
club that just kicked out our third top goal scorer over a 60-second phone call. Nah, he should
Yep.
go.
Yeah, Luis Suarez is looking to be sent out of Barcelona, whether it's back to Ajax, as some people are saying, or to the MLS potentially.
In 2017, on my old YouTube channel, this video is now privated, but I made a video called The Dark Side of Barcelona and how things were starting to crack with them, especially with Bartomeu. I don't remember what I put in that video, but it'd be interesting to look back on that. But
I mean,
yeah,
frankly, I don't think this Barcelona problem came around yesterday. Poor transfer windows, aging stars not being replaced, management not being good enough, and Bartomeu maybe he's not the right man for that position, not having the right goals and not the right people around him.
He's the only constant with everything that's gone wrong. You've had different managers, you've had different players, you've had different systems, one president.
Yeah.
And at one point in time, whether it's now when he resigns in a week or when he decides to lose the election, because if he resigns, he'll go bankrupt, which I think he deserves. Frankly, you fuck up. Consequences. You got to be accountable. But he hasn't been accountable to anything. He's fired people.
What's happened to him?
Sorry at all.
He can fire people, but
Nothing.
he needs to be checked. Ultimately, he's the one in charge of this club. He decides who comes, who goes. He should have, a check.
Mm-hmm.
He's a snake, man. Like even with the Trincao signing,
Yeah,
he was all in the media taking pictures with our new player, and then when it came to the press conferences afterwards, he set the sporting director. What the fuck, man?
he's just kind of the guy, type of guy who hides in the shadows.
Like,
I think
Sure,
we've seen a lot
the
of
snake.
poor presidents and poor owners over the years of football. I think of Mike Ashley at Newcastle. However, none of those clubs
I've
are
never
the
seen one this
stature.
bad.
They're not the stature of Barcelona, and financially, you have the ability to fix your problems. I mean, you've spent 300
not
million
anymore.
on 3 players.
Plus, it kind of sends a message when your best player of arguably all time wants to leave the club. He wants to leave the club.
Not just leave the club, but leave the club in such a bad state. He's
Yeah.
Through the
not
back
willing
door.
to pick
it's not
up the
leaving.
pieces.
It's not leaving on good terms, and
No,
it's just like, oh, I'm ready for a new challenge. I'm ready to
Ronaldo
move
left
on.
after winning the Champions League
The
at Real
Champions
Madrid.
League,
Yeah,
But Messi's going, you know what? The problem that I see right now at Barcelona, the issues are at hand, the behind the scenes, I can't fix this. It's not worth my time. I'm 33 years old. I want to enjoy my final years of football. I don't want to be a savior for this club. That's what.
And I think he's earned that right.
He's given everything to that club. It's almost like it's something like Argentina. Almost like he does so much with them, but the club just sometimes at the end doesn't give enough back to him. I mean, in a sense, can that be compared?
I mean,
no,
kind of. I mean, Argentina just seems to not have a good coach.
Argentina as a whole.
Yeah.
Argentina is a whole different extreme.
Yeah, I guess it's better to say that
no matter how bad Barcelona is,
Messi has just had bad luck with his teams right now. Argentina's a mess. Barcelona's a mess.
Let's talk about where he could end up. Let's focus on the Manchester City move.
He's going to Manchester City. I don't think there's any more
financially they can afford him.
Yeah.
Financially they can afford him.
They have Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola, Sergio Aguero. It's the right move, and honestly, it'd be very good for the Prem.
Yeah,
I don't think it's good for the Prem. I think it's just good for football in general. We're finally going to see Messi in the Premier League. People have been wanting this for years to see how he would do in another league. It's time to see, I guess, how he can prove himself in the Premier League. Everyone's saying, "Oh, Ronaldo proved himself in the Prem and Serie A."
I fucking hate when people say dumb shit like that, bro. Because it's not like Messi hasn't played against a Premier League team in his entire fucking life.
That's true, and every time he's played a Premier League team, he's kind of left that defense in shambles.
Like, I mean, I know, Maddie. Also, I know you talked about watching a fan TV cam of Manchester United, and it was Messi's washed up. He's past it. Pardon? What?
I mean, the man had like 20 goals and over 20 goals, 20 assists in La Liga. That's fantastic.
55-year-old Lionel Messi is better than half the world's footballers.
He's arguably the third best player in the world right now.
What?
I'm pretty sure
he'd be number one.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure with an injury and everything, he still had the most goal contributions in the calendar year.
Yeah.
So
I think him and Robert Lewandowski
would even be close. Would be Robert Lewandowski. Which, by the way, can we bring back the fucking Ballon d'Or, man?
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a bit because Robert Lewandowski has made comments about that, which I'll try to bring up.
That is so depressing, yo. This is his year, man.
But on topic still of Messi, likely he will end up at Manchester City, like we said. I think it's healthy for Barca to get rid of him, get as much money as you can from Messi, invest it back into the club.
Yeah, like
I'm a bit the financial side of it.
Yeah, because there's conflicting reports. Because I mean, one side Barcelona say he can only leave based on his release clause, and then another report saying that
they'd be stupid to do that.
Barcelona is saying that they won't pick up the phone or respond to any fax machines if anyone sends an offer for Messi, except if it's the full release clause. And then La Liga sent out a statement saying that he can only leave by his 700 million euro release clause, which is kind of similar to what they said about Neymar back then when they said that, he can't leave because based on his release clause, but he ended up leaving. So, and then other side is saying that Messi thinks, based on his lawyers and what his lawyers think, that he can leave on a free.
Well, I believe
he's not going to leave.
I don't know if it's confirmed. But I read this. Barcelona actually fired the legal team because they were giving Messi advice on how to leave.
That's probably not very reliable.
That'd be really funny if it was.
Lawyers
that
could
does
get
not sound right.
Very realistically sued for that. They wouldn't just.
Yeah, they can't be doing
because
that.
That's a breach of their own contract.
They represent the club and their players. So Messi is technically one of their players.
And according to a very reliable Barcelona source,
club.
Like Messi asked twice for a friendly exit and wants an agreement with Barca, but he doesn't want to face a lawsuit against the club he loves.
Yeah.
Barcelona need to sell him. They shouldn't let. I don't think. From what I know about the contract, if it's stated that he needs to submit an official request before June 10th, they didn't state at the end of the season, which means all this COVID bullshit is voided. It's a date, and that's the date it's going to be agreed upon.
Yeah,
Barca's
right.
I know I agree they shouldn't, but 700 million, man. Dude, if it's either we ask for 700 million now and lose him for free next season, inevitably, or just take the 100 million or whatever the fuck they're offering.
Probably even more.
And the players
City would probably pay 150 million or so. Honestly,
take the money and go. Just Let him go. Let him enjoy the rest of his life.
Your next wonder kid, and he'll flop. So
Well,
yeah, just take him
the
now.
thing is,
I mean,
like,
They gotta invest it.
you might not even get any money because, like, according to another good source, Marcelo Beckler, he informed Barcelona that he's no longer a player of the club.
He didn't show up to training today.
Yeah.
Or COVID testing.
Yeah, well, he didn't do COVID testing, so he can't.
It's so sad because this is the biggest icon of this club's history, and he's leaving in such a nasty way that it's not going to ruin his reputation, but it might tarnish
it's gonna diminish it a lot. Like for a player that's been there his entire career.
Yeah, it's like,
how much has he brought to that club, and this is how they let him leave.
They won the title last season, which is crazy to think.
Titles don't matter.
well, they should, but
For a long
I guess
time, the title hasn't mattered.
When
but-
they've done it, it's
In La Liga, it's a different story.
Especially after Ronaldo left. That Real Madrid team was going through a rebuild period. A pretty nice rebuild period, assuming they're still competitive, but
Yeah,
a rebuild period nonetheless.
they won the title.
The league never mattered in those.
And then I think the question now shifts to kind of La Liga. Will La Liga how's La Liga going to look after Messi leaves? Is La Liga going to kind of fall apart a little bit? Is it going to go into the realm of League On?
No.
Yeah, it turned
I don't
into
think they have-
turned from
No, I don't
like
think
just
so.
recently Messi versus Ronaldo in a big
That's
thing.
another
but-
dumb thing people like to say, yo.
Oh no,
I mean,
like
Real
the
Madrid
league.
and Barcelona were Real Madrid and
Atletico
Barcelona
Madrid,
before
there's
Messi
still a lot
showed
of
up.
good teams.
Think of the quality still in that league, even if Messi leaves. Like it's
Yeah.
I mean,
Still
Sevilla just won Europa League.
The only thing that league will suffer with Messi leaving will be financially, because Messi brings so much sponsorships and TV deals and everything that people want to watch Messi. You might not want to watch Eibar versus Getafe. You want to watch Barcelona
No one
with
wants to watch
Messi.
that shit. No offense to Eibar or Getafe fan. But nonetheless, like, yeah, they'll lose sponsorship deals, but they're not going to suffer financially.
Not suffer, but they're gonna notice his presence.
it's gonna lower a little.
less eyes are going to be
Well,
on
look.
the El Clasico compared to previous years. There's no doubt about that.
There's going to be less viewership, but at the same time, like, these are two of the most, like, Messi and Ronaldo aside, were two of the most well-respected and viewed teams in the world. When they had Ronaldo and Messi, they were two of the most viewed and well-respected teams in the world.
Yeah.
And after Ronaldo and Messi, they're going to be two of the most viewed and respected clubs.
And
Okay,
even
Barcelona,
before,
lots
they
of
were
respect,
still
but they're clubs in the
well
world.
respected.
Oh,
Yeah.
Even so, like,
Messi and Ronaldo aren't that team. So
yeah, but you gotta. If it depends,
Yeah.
because if Barca don't win, if they don't, because you have to be winning with those type of teams. Because there's been top teams in the past that stopped winning,
Yeah.
and it's been harder and harder and harder as the years go by for them to get the better players. Like Manchester United's had a hard time despite having occasional times getting top players, but they keep having missing pieces.
that's not so much Manchester United as a club's fault. That's more Waz's problems with Waz's owners.
Matt, who do you
Yeah.
think? Who do you think,
That's what that
Matt?
is.
Do you think Barcelona can get to replace Messi?
I don't think there's anyone they can get to replace Messi. They just got to make the pieces they have work.
Yeah,
Do they try to replace him, or is it a system change?
They got to make the players. The system's the system with whatever players you have, but they need to make the players that they have in the club that aren't getting exorbitant amounts of money. And
they have
shipped abroad.
Griezmann.
They gotta make them work.
With Griezmann, who's still in his prime, like times, make him become that star for Barcelona. You still got like someone like Ousmane Dembele, who's so young. Just get him
Coutinho.
through those.
Coutinho,
Coutinho
De
goes
Jong.
back. Like it's still
Long
a
way.
fantastic team. That just a few things need to be worked out, and they'll be good.
Yeah, we're not AC Milan. AC Milan lost their best players and then turned to shit. We're losing one. We still have a lot of very, very good players. They just need to step up.
There's talks about like Arturo Vidal leaving the club, whether back to Inter or to
I don't have a problem with
Juventus
that.
or something like that. So
I love the guy, but
They're gonna lose players, but it's
Yeah.
Barcelona. They're gonna bring in a few players, and they still have a lot of quality.
yeah, people still want to pay for us. We still have Griezmann, Coutinho, De Jong.
Also, I just kind of want to
Stegen,
say
Long
on
Lay.
top of the how people are going to say La Liga is going to die. I feel like it's mostly just people coming out of like our generation, because our generation's only seen La Liga as Messi versus Ronaldo. With people who watch it in the 90s, 80s, they're like, oh, we've seen Zidane, Ronaldinho, Laudrup, Cruyff. The league's always had a
Raul.
star play. Yeah, like always.
Yeah,
So it'll be Henri, Ronaldo.
Real Madrid
yeah.
and Barcelona are two of the biggest clubs in the world. They'll be okay.
Mhm.
Two,
Yeah.
top 3. Only other club that competes with them right now is this guy's right here.
Bayern Munich.
Manchester United. No, in terms of
financially.
stature,
financial,
Manchester United. It's Manchester United.
It's
Bayern Munich's up there.
them.
Don't get me twisted. But it's Bayern Munich,
Actually,
Real Madrid, and Barcelona.
You want to know a fun fact about the Man United thing? Apparently, in 2018, Edward Woodward came out and said, the standings, they've been okay, but they really haven't affected us commercially, so we're not really worried. Like, fuck you, man.
See, this is Lucas. Do you remember what I told you? The problem that he had. It's not the fact that he's mad at you. It's that.
Yeah, you have that problem still, though, don't you, with the people running the club?
United?
Yeah, they do.
100%, yeah. Oh,
Should we talk about Manchester United?
I mean, we could just dive into transfers.
Donny van de Beek.
Sure, yeah. I mean, last week on the podcast when it was just Lucas, Matt, and I, Matt was asked how he would run Barcelona. He said, I signed Donny van de Beek. That's off the table now, as he's looking to be a Manchester United player very soon.
Here we go.
So, finally a transfer for United this window. It's looking like to be a good transfer.
Well, that's a good signing.
It's a good
signing.
What
you need, though.
I think I think a lot of United fans have been wanting
unless you're going to play a 4-3-3 or anything with one center defensive mid.
It gives us a good option to have as well in the midfield. I mean, he's not going to be a rotation
player. Does that give
player,
opportunity for Matic to leave the club?
Maybe, but he's been pretty good for us recently. I just think the fact we're going to play Champions League, Premier League, all these competitions, it's good to have some players right in that position.
All I'm going to say is someone's going to play out of position.
Yeah, because
somebody's going to play.
I have a hard time seeing how you could play Van de Beek, Bruno Fernandes, and Pogba in the same lineup. Like, I don't see how that would work. Yeah. Maybe I'm seeing the game wrong, but I don't see how you can play all those three and have balance issues.
That's how I see it.
They're all attacking midfields. Like, if you want, the most logical, if they do, if the Donny van de Beek thing does go through fully, the only logical solution is they're going to play Pogba at CDM.
And that's not his best place.
History's already told us he's not good there. No, he's good there.
I think we definitely needed another center mid because we can't necessarily rely on Sky McTominay from time to time. He's kind of inconsistent. Matt's just kind of getting older, but he's good. But
wasn't Fred getting better?
Fred, yeah, he's also very good. But I think you know what you're getting with Donny van de Beek, right?
Well, you don't know.
I know Bruno
got to adjust to a new team.
Yeah, not really.
Bruno can definitely
Dutch league.
Bruno's definitely a hardworking player off the ball, so he could probably play in the center mid position, and Van de Beek can play higher up the pitch as well. I don't know. Ole, we'll see what he does. He's a very interesting manager too. So, but it's a good signing, good player, but
again on the BBC website, I'm reading that they're holding talks with Aston Villa over potential agreement for Jack Grealish. I don't think that's something that you need to worry about, really. I think he's just not needed.
Well, here's the thing, like we're gonna sign Van de Beek, and also rumors came out. Oh, United are also interested in Thiago Alcantara if Liverpool do not get him. Which let's talk about that, Lucas.
Would be a better signing for you,
probably
personally. I'm not saying that because I want Van de Beek. I would much rather have Thiago.
Right now, Thiago's probably the better player.
He's not coming back.
Also, Van de Beek's also 23. But Lucas,
I think Thiago will be a better fit for you guys.
Mr. Liverpool, you guys have been interested in Thiago for a while now. Why is that why is that not happening?
Well, let's just read on the latest tweet from Fabrizio Romano about this. He said that Thiago's waiting because he strongly wants to move to the Premier League this summer. Liverpool are still in contact. Bayern told again 2 days ago they're going to sell Thiago for only 30 million euros. Jurgen Klopp wants Thiago too. It's up to the clubs, and if Liverpool are smart and if this is a guy Jurgen Klopp really wants, this deal is going to get done. It should.
Where's the holdup there? I don't understand why it's not a done deal already.
If Liverpool don't get this through,
Manchester City
gets Koulibaly and Lionel Messi, you guys are fucked. No offense. Fucked.
Well, ultimately, we'll talk about Chelsea a little bit here, but ultimately, Liverpool need to strengthen. City's getting good. Chelsea outstanding. Liverpool need to do something to get their title retaining.
Yep, I mean this would. I
agree, 100%.
There are rumors that keep popping up that Ronaldo is going to go to Barcelona. I know he has 1 year left on his contract.
Yeah, but I mean, every Dutch player in the world would
complain.
Barca at this point.
I mean, I would love Thiago. I love having a player like
Yeah.
Thiago and having a player like Keita as well, and having guys around them like, well, Fabinho's obviously a brilliant midfielder.
Fabinho.
Milner can still get the job done, and then obviously Henderson is.
And there's like people like Thiago's like 29, and people are, oh, he's kind of old. He's like the same age as De Bruyne, which is kind of crazy. I think that De Bruyne's 29.
I mean,
Yeah.
Thiago's signing would be just a
Yeah.
2-year thing, maybe 3, 4. I don't know how many years at the top level he has, but
It's just a strong midfielder to come in and bolster that already pretty good
Options.
midfield that Liverpool
Give it
has.
options.
yeah, because we're going to be playing a lot of defenses that play low blocks against us. We saw that in the Community Shield. We see that against lowest placed teams in the table. So it's something that a player like that is going to help. And yeah, that's all I
I
have to say.
generally
Or you
feel.
could just trust more in Naby Keita.
Well, we are trusting
that
more in
too.
him. He's been, I think,
Yeah.
we
Pretty
saw
good.
that
Very,
towards
very
the end
good.
of last season. We saw that when he came on in the Community Shield against Arsenal, that he was
He's making a difference.
definitely.
If you don't want him, I'll take him.
I generally feel if Arsenal got Champions League football, Thiago would have went there though. I just feel like that would have happened, but
He could still go there.
I know,
That's the
but
thing.
You
like,
never know. Well, you want to go to a
from
a
winning
place
the
that
like that
Arteta
where
project
he's-
is attractive.
nice.
now.
You never know
It
because
looks
it's
good.
sometimes with Liverpool it's hard to get into that starting 11, right? Especially with him
Oh,
just winning the title with
yeah.
that team.
It's
So like
Thiago.
maybe
I feel like
I'm
I feel
aware.
like Thiago would
but
be a lock for that mid.
I
Most of
I do agree, but
it's
you know
mostly
what I
for
mean.
attackers going to Liverpool. That shit's impossible. Good luck with that.
Yeah,
Any
and
attackers.
Should we stay with the Premier League, or should we talk about someone potentially
Well, yeah.
leaving the Premier League?
Well, let's talk about Chelsea.
Chelsea, sure. Let's talk about Chelsea.
They're getting deals done like nothing.
it's they're just bang.
it's FIFA
Frank
career
Lampard
mode.
is
Like
a
I want
G.
I want
Yeah.
this guy, I'm getting him. That's
Well,
been what it's been.
Frank
for Chelsea.
Lampard is a G.
I don't know
bro.
if
It's
it's
not
come
Frank
down to
Lampard.
Lampard. It's come down.
It's the
Yeah.
They signed
He has a
Sarr.
hand in this, man.
It's Marina or whatever her name is.
They signed Milan Sarr from Nice for free. There's a great bit of business there. And then
Yeah,
they just
Thiago Silva.
continued and they just did a lot of things. They bought Ben Chilwell for 45 million from Leicester. Probably slightly overpaid for him, but he is a very good left back who has been
Hell of a lot
proven
better
in the
than paying
Premier League.
65.
It's a lot better than what Chelsea has.
Yes,
They
100%.
were gonna pay like what, 65 plus for that guy? He's a good bit of business. This one. I would have rather Tagliafico, but
Still a
45
quality
isn't bad.
left back that is very capable of playing that position for Chelsea.
Well, I mean, like we were saying, the dealings come down to Marina Granovishkaya. Probably butchered that. She is like Russian Canadian, so there's that. People didn't know who she was. Is that essentially like Frank Lampard gives her a list of players that he wants? She's like, okay, I'll do my best, and then
Well,
she's doing pretty
they,
good
they
job.
have already brought in Timo Werner. He's going to be up top for them. He's going to be a great goal scorer, I think, in
Yeah.
the Premier League this season. We have Christian Pulisic and Ziyech as the wingers. Again,
Can't wait to see
fantastic bits of
Yeah.
business there.
can't
You
wait
have
to see that.
Kovacic in midfield. Now, N'Golo Kante has been rumored to possibly be leaving the club. Inter Milan, Real Madrid, they're all kind of interested.
Mhm.
And as well in the midfield, potentially coming in, Kai Havertz. He's still the one
Yeah,
up in the air
he's-
for Chelsea.
No,
It's
I
not
think
even
the deal.
potential anymore. It's pretty much.
Yeah, it'll
on his
get done.
final
It's
pledge.
just like, when the hell is that going to get done?
Tomorrow.
It's more when it's going to get announced.
Yeah.
Ben Chilwell, like we said, is at left back. And
Oh.
center back, Thiago Silva.
A lot of people are not happy with the Ben Chilwell deal. It's a bit much for 50 million for him. But he's 23, so he's still got a lot of years in him left, so that's good.
If they can coach him and like this is the guy they wanted.
Yeah.
Him. Ashley Cole thinks, who I think is still a coach there. I think he thinks he can get the best out of him and develop him.
Mm-hmm.
But if he can perform well for Chelsea, and who cares
It's a
about
good
the
signing.
fee? It doesn't matter about the
Yeah.
fee, and that fee isn't preventing
Let's
them
talk
from
about-
making other signings. So
The thing is with
That's what
signing
Thiago
Chilwell,
Silva-
it's signing a player who's just Premier League capable already. You know that
Yeah,
he just
exactly.
played in this league. He's quality. He can do
He's
it.
experienced.
Exactly.
And it's like, I swear to God, there's people out there who think that they feel like players just don't improve over time, that they're going to just stay at that skill base forever. I mean, he can improve into a great left back.
Players can also regress.
Yeah, exactly. But Liam, you're going to say something?
Thiago Silva.
Big move, in my opinion. Good deal.
That was
I
very
love it.
exciting.
Very good deal. It's something they needed. Leadership at the back. like that, and
Yep.
35. He still has a lot in the tank. He just went to a Champions
who
League
cares?
final.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, he's gonna be
Just
awesome
his
there.
ex-
Like
Just his
Sergio Ramos
experience
is the
is
same
worth it.
age. So I think he's a healthy. He's playing good football still. So, and to see him in the Premier League finally after all these years, I mean, how many times was he in that World 11 for like a couple of years?
Yep.
So,
And I think the final bit of business we can talk about potentially for Chelsea would be goalkeeper. Of course, they don't want Kepa. Maddie sent him to the gulags. Frank wants to do the same. And being heavily linked is yet another Ajax player in Onana.
Surely
Yeah, I mean,
not.
not necessarily.
Apparently
It's not very
Who's
strong.
that French goalkeeper? Who's that French goalkeeper they sent an offer to of like 20 mil? What was that guy's name?
I saw that report. I've
You
never
gonna
heard
search that
that
up
guy
for
in
me?
my life.
I'm
I
searching
haven't
things
either.
up right now.
I've seen his face on FIFA a couple times when I pack him and discard him, but I don't know who the fuck he is.
Oh, Rene keeper, Edouard Mendy.
Rennes, not Rene. Rennes.
Oh, apologies, my French isn't good.
What's his name?
Edouard Mendy. Another
Mendy.
Mendy.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Yeah, he's a 28-year-old.
Tell me you haven't
goalkeeper.
packed him and discarded him. Oh god, he must just be for backup. Surely, right?
He's Senegalese.
Frank's not that dumb.
Well, I don't know. I've
That's gotta
never
be for
seen this
backup.
guy play in my life. Well, maybe I have,
No,
but
I think many
maybe
of
I
us
just
have.
don't notice him.
I mean, ultimately, we don't watch much League One, so I mean,
Unfortunately, not. No.
There hasn't
But-
been really a strong report.
I think the only way Chelsea sign a new goalkeeper is if they can sell Kepa.
Which is
Good luck with that.
yeah.
They're not gonna have
I-
Kepa as a backup.
I think-
That's
I
too
think-
expensive.
Yeah, there's
Bro, no one's gonna
think-
fucking buy a poor form, bad attitude
This is the thing.
Kepa. No one.
I know.
okay, this is
I
really
know, but still.
okay. This is really weird. This guy's based on transfermarket.com. He's 28 years old. He's only played 85 matches for Stade Reims and 34 matches for Stade Rennais, along with 3 matches for a team called AS Cherbourg.
So this guy just doesn't play.
I mean,
Jesus.
like the stats here, like it says he played in like the 3rd division in France in 2012, 2013. Then there's nothing until 2016, 2017.
Maybe they just.
Break.
I don't know what's up with that exactly.
I don't know if they
all that's
forgot
true.
to add in the stats or what, but
Maybe it's just he's just trusting a keeper that they think could do well. I don't know really with that, but
we're not scouts.
Like,
We
but-
do-
yeah, unfortunately, it is the case of they need to try and get Kepa out, and that is very much harder said than done.
like, what the hell happened to
I think
this dude
I
for a
think
few
maybe
years?
Frank thinks
Isn't
if I
it easier
improve,
said than done?
Easier said than done. Sorry.
if I improve my defense, maybe Kepa will play
tired.
better. Maybe that would be less
Maybe.
issues at the back.
Greg,
Yeah.
you're a full reporter. You've had some business.
Yeah, it was a good day. We got finally Harrison Reed got permanently signed to Fulham. That was very much needed. And of course Mario Lemina. Hopefully we can get the best out of him at Fulham. He's just coming in on loan, so we'll see how that goes.
That's a good signing for you guys.
Yeah.
How about we talk about Spurs? They've made a few signings so far.
Oh,
Some
yeah.
good deals.
I
Can't forget
very
about
much
that.
very much like Spurs deals, honestly.
Matt Doherty.
They brought in.
I
Joe
love
Hart.
Arsenal. I
Uh,
love Arsenal.
He does.
they brought
I'm
in
Matt Doherty. I love Arsenal.
Yeah, delete those tweets.
Of course
Yeah.
he did.
Yeah, there was a video of him deleting them for Spurs.
Yeah, it's just funny.
So, and then Pierre-Emile Højbjerg they've also signed. So pretty good deals, under
Yep.
20 million.
I mean,
So-
that's what
I-
they're gonna
I
have
am
to
Surprised
do.
they
reading-
will.
You know what this sounds like?
Money.
Southampton's gonna need a midfielder.
Yeah.
Someone they just got rid of 3 like center midfielders. So
Or maybe they're pulling a Valencia.
No, they got a plan.
Nah, they're not that desperate. I'm kidding.
Tottenham are being linked with Bournemouth forward Joshua King.
That'll be okay.
I don't think he's good enough for that club.
Maybe off the
He's not
bench.
good enough
of
for Man U.
course.
But
So,
sorry, I had to.
what else?
I mean,
is
they do need a
there?
rotation
Leeds.
striker though.
Yeah, because Harry Kane's gonna be injured in the first couple weeks.
Leeds.
Yeah, they're making
Oh
signings.
my-
They've
I can't
signed
believe they signed this
Rodrigo,
guy.
big
Yeah.
signing. So that'll be fun to see him in the Prem.
What's wrong?
Top
Lucas.
6 finish. Calling it
What's
now.
wrong? Lucas,
What?
are you upset?
No, I'm just waiting
know
for
you
someone
seem
to
so
say
upset when I-
something.
We asked,
Say
we were
something about what?
talking, and we are getting you to say something, and you just weren't.
Oh, I didn't hear that. I just heard Matt saying that Leeds are gonna finish top 6.
That's right.
Oh, I
I
didn't
meant
even hear.
to-
I didn't hear that. Anyways, yes, they signed Rodrigo. It's a
That's-
fantastic signing.
incredible.
Hopefully, he can do very good in the Prem.
They also signed Koch or Koch from
Yeah,
Freiburg, who's
Robin.
a good ball playing center back
Yeah.
who
Very good
fits
signing.
in Bielsa's system. Leeds play great football, and they are gonna. I don't know if they're gonna surprise people or people expect them to do well, but hey,
See if they can pull that Sheffield United kind of magic.
Yeah, Leeds are also rumored to be looking for a new goalie, like Kiko Casilla, apparently, Emiliano Martinez. So kind of backup goalies.
Emilio Martinez is pretty good.
Yeah,
Well,
he's
you're a big-
definitely capable of being a starter for a Prem team.
But
Because you're
I
a
will-
big of the City next wonder kid, Sandro Tonali. You want to talk about
whoa! I wasn't done with the problem. It's one more
Okay.
club making big signings. Its name is Everton. It's real here. They're
Yeah,
gonna have a
really
hell of a
bad.
midfield if they sign all these players. Doucouré
If-
is
If
well, Allen's done, and James Rodriguez is also on the radar. So I don't
think
know
he's
what.
almost done.
Yeah, so Everton are making moves, and we might actually have a Merseyside derby worth watching.
James
So-
Rodriguez finally takes over for Gylfi Sigurdsson.
Yeah, there you go.
God, let's talk. Oh, dude, how
Gylfi's a
That's a
little-
sad story.
yeah.
That
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt, you bought his
Whatever.
World
I
Cup
thought-
jersey.
I still have his jersey. So but I'm not mad at it because he was cracked that World Cup. Oh my God, that guy was sick.
Yeah.
Nice
And now
kid
he's
too.
not.
There's a lot of interesting
It is a
players
World
okay.
Cup
coming
or
to the Prem.
Euros? We're talking World
Huh?
Cup or Euros, Gylfi Sigurdsson.
Nigga, I'm not.
We're talking about James.
Oh,
What the fuck would I have a Gylfi Sigurdsson kit?
honestly,
Who owns it?
was I thought he was talking about a Gylfi Sigurdsson kid as well. I was like, okay.
No. I
Where
think-
are you guys coming
Matt,
from?
I think it's generally I think the Discord call just makes things. Yeah,
Honestly, I thought we were talking about Gylfi.
All right,
Sigurdsson.
whatever.
I was like,
Move on. All right.
but yeah, let's go on to Serie A. Big deal happened. Sandro Tonali, the youngster, going to AC Milan. Big
This
move.
is big
deal.
news for AC
Yeah,
Milan.
they're
Apparently,
actually making
They now
good
have
moves.
Sandro Tonali and Gianluigi Donnarumma. This might be a turning point.
yeah,
Yeah.
apparently,
Finally.
And Ibra re-signed.
yeah, apparently Inter.
He's like 80.
Yeah, but he's still good.
Go ahead, Lucas.
Inter had an agreement with Sandro Tonali since April, and they still couldn't get the deal done.
And it's very good for AC Milan. Try and get that. That's such a good signing.
Another big signing in Serie A would be Weston McKennie. He has joined
Yes.
Juventus. No, we're not American. However, that's a great deal for the American youngster. Yet another
Yeah, he
big
gets
name.
to go sit on the bench now. Yay.
I mean, hey,
Woo!
Come
There's
off.
been a lot of good players.
Unless someone in that midfield dies and he pulls a Fonzie, he ain't playing.
You never
It's not
know.
happening.
Never know.
I think they will loan him out.
See.
Well, they just loaned him
No,
in.
he's on loan right.
Yeah.
They can't go on loan.
Okay.
They loaned him with option to buy.
How about we talk about actual football that's been played? Community
Pierre-Emerick
Shield.
Aubameyang. Yeah, we'll talk about Aubameyang, and then we can talk about Arsenal. Because Aubameyang, Arteta says he's confident that Aubameyang will sign a new contract.
He'll sign your contract.
Yeah.
I
What were they
think
saying? Like 250,000
around there, yeah.
Mhm.
I don't think he'd be playing if he wasn't going to sign the contract, to be honest.
Yeah. Like they're playing in the Community Shield. Definitely, I think says
Let's talk about
I'm
Community Shield.
playing for Arsenal, which
Talk about
is
this game. Because
awesome
Lucas
for
is
Arsenal.
sad. Lucas is very sad.
Nah, I'm not sad. It's whatever. We lost the Community Shield last season. It's fine.
That means you won the Prem again, hey?
I wouldn't mind that, especially if Manchester City
I
had
mean-
Messi. That'd be an incredible achievement.
Yeah, look, we're not going to talk about if City has Messi.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we ain't doing no predictions until we know for
yeah.
sure.
Arsenal's goal.
The Community Shield, though,
Aubameyang's goal is
it was
amazing.
1-1, yes. Yeah, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang does score the goal. Before Takumi Minamino does tie it up for
Mhm.
Liverpool. Ultimately, I think I think Arsenal were the better team over the 90 minutes.
I think they fell off once in like the last 30 minutes of the game because
They seemed tired.
they were just sitting back more and more. Liverpool were able to make changes and get more control of the game, and they were able to force mistakes and get some luck.
I like the Arsenal starting 11 though. We have Saka, Nketiah, you had Maitland-Niles all starting. Hector Bellerin's come back into the team as a fullback.
Yeah, he had a great game.
Yeah, he did have a good game. Mohamed El Neni was in the midfield, which I forgot he was still there. You're gonna be honest.
Yeah,
Maitland-Niles had a great game.
Oh, he had a good game.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, I like the Arsenal starting 11. I like that they're trusting some of the young players. I mean, even coming off the bench, you know, you had Reece Nelson, Joe Willock. I mean, Suarez did come off the bench.
So many just young talent on that Arsenal squad, and then with like someone like Aubameyang just holding it down, you can always trust him to score goals. It's actually a good squad as long as Arteta
100%.
can get them going, which I'm pretty confident he can. They'll do pretty good.
I mean,
I know, but keep it going is what I meant. Sorry.
The confidence they have from playing out from the back is incredible.
Yeah.
And in such a short space of time too. It's definitely an exciting thing for Arsenal. Obviously, they're going to make mistakes because they're not a perfect team. They have players that make errors in their side. But piece by piece, this is looking exciting for Arsenal.
100% they're excited. This is
Yeah.
I mean, they've somehow turned a corner in such a short period of time under Arteta.
Yeah, they actually have hope for once. Imagine that. An Arsenal fan with hope.
That's sad. It's scary, actually.
Lucas, remember the days when you had no hope?
Yeah.
Good times.
Yep.
Yeah, but this type of Arsenal is completely different when Arsenal were on a big winning streak with Unai Emery, because during that period, they looked more lucky than good, but now they actually look good,
quality,
unlike in the past. So, congrats to Arsenal with winning the Community Shield.
1-1.
And
yeah, we never even
the game
said
ended 1-1. It does
penalties.
go to penalties, where everyone scores except Brewster, who I called would not score the goal because he literally just came on the pitch. He hadn't touched the ball yet, and he is English. Never trust the English with
players that scored penalties on Arsenal and Liverpool.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Your point is invalid.
Ooh. He said she had no nipples. Ooh.
What?
Okay, let's move on. What's
But
next?
yes, good job,
Ligue 1.
Arsenal. 2 trophies back to back. Good job.
Ligue 1 is back. It's already started.
Yay!
Yay! Our
I'm so
boy
excited
Jonathan.
to see PSG win another league.
Our boy Jonathan David played. He started for Lille. That was good.
Yes, he did.
They won 1-0. That's all we have for Ligue 1 because we're Canadian. Before we actually go into questions, though, I think Liam needs to talk about something.
Well, before we do,
your club,
my back.
Can we congratulate the Lyon women's team for winning the Champions League?
Ooh.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Yay!
Liam, I don't know, but let's talk.
I don't know.
You're hiding from the fact that Celtic have bottled a Champions League position.
I mean, I talked about it on TikTok a little while ago. Our
give
team
us your
is
thoughts.
Give
shambolic.
it for the YouTube though.
Team is shambolic. Edward is injured, so we have no striker apparently, even though we had 2 on the bench.
Yeah, what happened to
What do you mean? I thought you went to Norwich. Oh.
Klimala was on the bench.
Why wasn't he
With
starting?
Jetty, our new. Lucas. Nobody understands. Nobody knows. No Celtic fan in the world understands what's going on. No, we start Ryan Christie up front, who I mean is a good goal scorer, but he's not a center forward by any means. We also sold our backup. Well, last season when we had issues with not having center forwards, strikers, we had a young guy named Lewis Morgan on the team, and he would go up there. We sold him to Inter Miami because he wanted to trade rainy Glasgow for sunny Miami. It was a good swap, I gotta be honest. Now we have no Lewis Morgan, so up top we have Ryan Christie, who, like I said, good goal scorer, but yeah, we go into a game against a 7th place Hungarian side who, quite frankly, I can't pronounce. And we can't do anything. We have no attack. We have no fluidity. We have shambolic defending moments. I got to be honest, and yeah, people want Neil Lennon to get sacked. People want the board to get sacked. They want this to happen. Want that to happen. The only saving grace. The only saving grace is
Rangers for the league 2021.
Rangers are doing very well right now. Actually, I think they set a league record, most wins or most clean sheets in a row. I got to be honest.
Hasn't the season just started?
Find it. I think there's 6 or 7 games without conceding a goal
this season.
I don't think they conceded a goal. I'm trying to find it here.
Is this bleeding over from last season or?
I mean, I got the table here. Yeah, they're 5-1-0, no goals against. Jeez.
Yeah, they're doing well. They're doing well.
Yeah.
I mean, Celtic have only played 4 games because we had to quarantine because COVID. But we're back up to 3rd already, even though we've played 2 less games than everyone else in the league. And ultimately, I think we have enough quality to win the league this season if Edwards stays, which he is rumored to be signing a new contract in the next coming days. I think it'll depend on whether or not we qualify for Europa League. I think if we don't, he will go off to the Premier League or some other European league because I would not want to stay at this club at this moment.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right.
There you go. There's a Celtic discussion.
Thank you for that, Liam. But let's move on to some questions.
Yes, very good. I like this.
Why are you so weird, dude?
I like to be weird. Personality. Okay, starting off some TikTok questions. Lucas, I got the first one.
Oh, sweet.
And interesting one from Mr. Curtis Cam 10. Treble United team or the Arsenal Invincibles?
Treble United all day.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm going to go with the Treble United team. That team.
I honestly do not rate the Arsenal Invincibles as highly as
wow.
I don't.
That is an unpopular opinion, man.
They're a good team. Don't get me wrong.
The fucking king is on that team, bro.
Do not get me twisted.
Remember that.
They're a very good team with some.
You gotta be careful what you're saying.
Players. However, they did draw a lot of matches that season.
They didn't lose. Yeah,
they didn't lose 100%.
It's honestly a skill to not lose.
Rate
they didn't lose.
United team above them. I would rate the Manchester City Centurions above them. I would even consider. I don't know. There's a couple teams I would consider above that Invincible team.
Arsenal supporters, we don't claim him. I respect that team. I respect that team a lot.
Fear about Arsenal supporters.
I gotta choose the United team though. The United team was just.
What part of that team do you not like?
Yeah, I'm confused with Liam, honestly.
I don't like them at all.
Thierry, Bergkamp, Campbell.
I love their players.
Vieira.
They drew too many games
Youngberg.
to be the same top tier as that treble winning.
Mate,
they didn't lose.
How I see this, you don't rate a good draw.
They had fucking lose.
They had Cole Toure.
Yeah, so did Celtic at one point.
Yeah, and look what you did to him.
Turned him into a manager.
Sure.
Cole Toure actually used to be decent. Apparently.
He's an assistant at Leicester.
Look, I will go with Man United, of course, and the fan, but it was class. Beckham, oh my god, jeez, Giggs, Scholes, Ole, oh, the list goes on. Schmeichel, Jesus.
Yeah.
Although, when it comes to that Champions League final, I watched some things on it, and apparently even like, Lothar Matthäus is like, yeah, we should have won that game, but we got really unlucky in the end. Apparently, Bayern dominated the game. Of course, it was 1999. I wasn't alive to watch it, but actually, I was.
You were.
I wasn't alive to. I was like 3 years old. Whatever.
When the fuck did you think you were born?
All right. So what? Sorry. What's that? So what's everyone's answer for that?
I'm going with the king.
United.
I'll go United, of course. Greg, Lucas.
I said United already, but I rate both ones.
Yeah.
How I see it, Manchester United fans will say who won more trophies. Arsenal supporters will say whose trophy is gold.
Not yours.
No.
Lucas still hasn't answered that question.
I don't know. I started watching football in year
I'll be back
2004.
after these brief messages.
Look, I started watching football in year 2004. It's very hard for me to judge. I probably
just choose a team. Just choose one.
I'd probably pick Arsenal because I'm a Liverpool supporter, and it
Okay,
probably
there
would
you
have
go.
sucked.
Next
It's
question.
a biased answer, but whatever. And where's
Where's
Matt
Matt going?
Keep going, keep going. He said to keep going.
Okay.
Where do you rank Buffon all time in goalies? He's my idol and the reason I'm a keeper.
Oh, well, we already know Liam's answer for
Okay,
this.
Liam, don't
So.
go
Okay,
first.
okay.
Don't go first because that's gonna sway people's opinions
Okay,
on the
go.
entire of us.
Go, talk. You guys talk and I'll talk last. I will talk last.
I think
You
Gigi
guys missed
Buffon's definitely
We
top
heard you,
5,
don't
top
worry.
10 goals of
Yeah,
all
I
time.
have him very high up.
Matt, where would you rank Gigi Buffon in your all-time goalies list? Two. Number two.
Yeah, I'd
wow.
say
Number 2.
Very high.
I'd say
Oh,
3
nope.
or 4.
Number 3.
Yeah, I'd say
Mine
3
was
or
probably
4.
4 or 5.
Yashin, Oliver Kahn, Buffon.
No way. No way. Peter Schmeichel's up there.
Iker Casillas?
Buffon.
Casillas.
Manuel Neuer?
Manuel Neuer, yeah.
This is Buffon.
Yeah.
Dino Zoff?
This is
Well,
Buffon.
yeah.
I'm sure Italians would rate Buffon over Dino Zoff.
I don't know,
Not,
man.
not
sure they
Italian
would.
language, I'm gonna be honest.
What Italians do you know? Michael fucking Torri. I love you, by the way,
The
Mike.
thing
I mean,
is,
half
with all
Italian.
these
Take that the wrong way.
questions, which it always goes to, is it's so hard to answer questions like this where it's different time periods.
Well, it's still
and
your opinion. You
people-
can still give your opinion on what you think of the player and his career,
ultimately, the
and
way
if
I-
he's
the way I
No,
look at-
but, like
at
that's. I
Buffon-
think that's why we're Matt's talking and then like Liam's talking, for example.
No,
there.
ultimately, Buffon is a very, very good goalie. I do rate his abilities. I do rate his skill set. Individually, if I rate him individually, I think he is, for his ability, his passion, his drive for the game, still playing into his 40s. Yeah, he's up there. However, in terms of trophies, in terms of big things won, yes, he's won
has a
lots
World
of
Cup.
Cup. Yes, he has a World Cup. He's not won it on the Champions League stage.
neither is Zlatan. Do you dismiss Zlatan as a top striker of the generation?
Dude, Ronaldo
Or-
hasn't won a Champions League either.
Wearing Zlatan.
R9, by the way.
fuck? Dude, Ronaldo hasn't won a
So-
Champions League. Were you going to say he sucks? Tell me right now he sucks.
Let's
Or
R9
to my face.
Ronaldo?
Yeah.
No,
Tell me
of
right
course
now
not.
he
I'm
sucks,
not
to
saying
my
he
face.
sucks. I'm not saying Buffon sucks. I just said he's a very, very good goalie. Skill set, he's brilliant. His ability.
I want to put him
Paulie doesn't
in
come with the
top
Champions
5.
League trophy. For
I'm
me,
gonna
he's
say I'm
great.
gonna put him
I think
top
Buffon's
7.
my 5. I think
Top
Buffon's
7.
my 5th.
Top 7.
I mean, you gotta look at his consistency. Like, he's been doing it so long at the top level.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, he's been struggling the last few years, but he's old.
it comes
He's
with
like
age.
40.
He's had
Yeah,
injuries.
That's
40.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying. And the only thing I question
So-
about is some things he's said in the last few years, which make me question him somewhat, but it doesn't take away what type of goalkeeper he is.
Top 7.
I want to put him in
Alright.
the top 5. I just don't know who he kind of beat out, right?
There's a lot of keepers. but-
Yeah.
The dog
Dog.
monsters.
Who let this dog down here? Say hi, dog. Yep.
Most important goals in world football. Like Adair, for example, Euro 2016. It's a huge question. I mean, Aguero, Ole, Iniesta, Götze.
Yeah.
You think of
There's a
those
lot
goals.
of big goals.
I know.
It's
Rob-
like
Yeah, Lucas, go ahead.
Because this gets talked about a lot, and if it never happened, then I wonder how English football would be. But 1966, the Hurst goal, where people questioned if it went in or not.
Yes, over the line or not? Yeah, 100%. That'd be
Against-
huge. I mean, it's an interesting question because you can look at it based on like football history or like your own club's personal history or something like that. So, I'm sure Fulham has some big goals that Greg can rattle off. Right?
Did he?
That wasn't Fulham. Was
I
it
know. I'm
against
just,
Fulham?
I was just saying Dini was very yeah.
Well, let's look
This is
at our
against
club's
Leicester.
perspective then. So for Waz's perspective, I bet what if Manchester United didn't win that treble?
Yeah, it's probably Ole or Sheringham.
But in your lifetime, what do you think? In your kind of memory?
That I've seen live.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't just in your lifetime that
I
affected
mean
your club.
live, but just
Hmm.
no.
I don't know. I mean, if I was a United supporter, I would probably say Aguero. But if I'm actually gonna think, I think Iniesta's goal just stands out so much to me. I don't know. That was
I'll be
iconic.
pick.
As a kid growing up, you see that goal World Cup final.
And it pretty
Yeah,
much
that
put
one
the
worked.
cherry on
Yeah.
the top on Spain.
Yeah.
The only one close Only one close for me for that one would be Sergio Roberto. For
Yeah.
obvious reasons. We all know
Yeah.
what I'm talking about.
The only reason I wouldn't think that one is because you guys lost that next round of the Champions League.
But God, that was a big moment for us, man.
That was huge.
But would it change? The question is about changing history, right?
Bro, I was flying around the room.
Most important.
I'll take it.
Most important.
Most
Most
important?
important. Okay. I mean, for Liverpool, it'd obviously be Wijnaldum scoring that goal to
Yeah.
defeat Barcelona. No,
Yeah.
wait, sorry,
Wanna take it
not
quickly?
Wijnaldum. It was Origi, my bad.
Origi's.
Plastic.
No, I was thinking of wrong goal. Sorry.
You can list off the goals for the Europa League run, but just what about our last game we played? That free
Joe
kick,
Bryan?
boys. Joe Bryan free kick. That was
yeah.
just
That's huge.
If you guys stay in the Premier League, then that can be that's even more important.
crazy, yeah, because that was fucking
Oh,
insane,
yeah.
honestly.
Liam, I think I know yours. Celtic. Barcelona.
What?
Huh?
Yeah, 21 is definitely a big goal for me. But in terms of like goals that like historical significance, I mean, Shunsuke Nakamura, like 93rd minute free kick to win the league. I think that would be probably up there.
I think there's one we're missing.
Yes, against Chelsea.
One we're missing.
Classic.
David Beckham. Greece.
Oh yeah.
That
Yeah.
was huge. So
You just
For English,
Googled that
There's a
one
lot
for
we're
sure.
missing. There's a lot of
yeah,
Well,
well,
there's
there's false goals.
Too many to list
There's
off if you're talking about world football.
There's a lot of different perspectives. Yeah, like Greg is saying.
Harry Dickel asked us a question. What a name. Who's a player that you wish that still played? Like a player that retired, you know? Would you think it? I mean,
Like,
Matt's
still
probably.
played, or like was at the top of his like. Is he coming back in his prime, or is he come back?
I
as
don't know.
he
The
would be
question
right
is,
now?
who are player that you wish that still played?
So a player, let's say the best time of their career, because that's probably what
Can
you
I be
enjoyed the
honest?
most.
Can I be honest? I love to see Ronaldinho in his prime.
That's
Hey,
what I
Ronald,
was saying. Oh,
Matt.
I love Dino.
Man was a pure entertainer.
Dino or
Honestly,
Thierry
R9.
Henry.
Thierry Henry is a good one.
If I'm a United supporter, I'm
R9
probably
back.
thinking Vidic or Scholes.
Yeah,
Ferdinand.
I mean, for me, I'd love to have see Zidane in his best because I saw that so late.
Yeah.
But people are saying him in 1998 World Cup was incredible, and I wish I got to see a player like that. Like nowadays, it would be incredible.
If we're going
I take
super far,
Iniesta back. I miss
yeah.
him.
If we're
Miss
going
him a
super
lot.
back, I would love to see like Cruyff.
well, just like how crazy would it be
I like
if Pele was just playing right now?
I like to see
on-
Puskas.
Peter Schmeichel,
Yeah.
Sick.
There's
Andre
just so many legends in the game that
Or,
like
yeah,
Roy Keane.
it'd just be crazy to see them.
And it's
Right,
not Pele,
right.
it's Pele, by the way.
Henrik Larsson.
Next question: best match you guys have ever watched?
Oh gosh.
Well, I haven't been to a lot of
Live
live. Let's go. Let's do me one live match because I mean that's pretty obvious for most of us, I think. But on TV, if I'm being honest, like that 2014 World Cup game between what was it, Belgium, the United States, exhilarating.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
There's
fucking
a
any
couple,
World
there's a
Cup
couple
in,
different
dude, any
for
of the
me.
games in the 2010 World Cup, I'm taking.
A couple answers for
God,
me
that
would be.
World Cup's good.
I think in
Shit.
terms of back to back, it would be the Champions League, like the Tottenham Man City or the Tottenham
Yeah.
Ajax. Those were huge.
Yeah,
But I think ultimately it'd be Liverpool, Barcelona corner taken quickly.
yeah.
That I lost it at that goal.
Well, okay,
Yeah,
well,
same.
we didn't talk about our live match, so let's just quickly
Well,
mention that. 'cause
did you give an answer for non-live?
Oh, for me, just in real recent memory, probably the Spain-Portugal match,
Oh, okay.
2018 World Cup.
Yeah.
That one was very, very good.
Yeah, I was gonna say that one, but I'll put it. I'll say Belgium Japan because that one also was brilliant. Like it's just like poetry in general. That match.
Yeah, a lot of good games.
For real life, I think we're all gonna go with maybe some Matt. When we went to LA to watch Zlatan play for the Galaxy, Zlatan
And
scored
he
a
scored a
bicycle
bicycle
kick
kick.
against New England Revolution.
Liam might
Zlatan-
have this.
Zlatan's bicycle kick was incredible. Don't get me wrong, but I I think it's hard to beat my first time at Celtic Park when it was
Yeah,
60,000
that's
people
fair.
full. That was
That's fair.
wild.
I watched this one really good local team, FC Edmonton. They played
Yeah.
against Calvary. Calvary.
Yeah,
Really
yeah,
cute
yeah.
play on words on
I think
Calgary.
Al
There was like
Al
there was like yeah, it was like the El Clasicos. It was a really big deal. There was like 200 people in the stands.
Yeah,
Most of
yeah,
them were
yeah.
children who got in on freeze. And it was honestly, the atmosphere was beautiful. There was like
You know what's
10
crazy
dudes in the
about that
corner
game, though, is
fucking
you know, like,
banging
half the
bums and
people.
screaming shit that they didn't understand. And it was great. I loved it.
You know how to feel playing.
The
You
quality
play
of
with
football was
half the people.
insane.
Yeah.
It was
Welcome to
insane
Edmonton.
quality. It was
That's what we
beautiful.
have to watch.
Yeah.
Welcome to local
Unreal.
team.
No, we'll support local.
Fuck, it was
Okay.
almost like I could step on the field and do the same job. They were great. It was fantastic.
Now,
I saw a guy miss an open
if-
net in the 6-yard box.
if the
It was fantastic.
pandemic
It was great.
didn't happen,
Great play.
there's a very good chance we would have went to Europe this coming season. So
Yeah, who knows? Pep or Klopp?
Klopp.
Klopp.
Boom.
I'm taking
Klopp.
Pep.
I've been on the Klopp wagon
I-
since 2012.
I love Klopp, but I'll give it to
I love
Pep.
Klopp as a
just-
guy, but Pep's been
Yeah,
doing it
but
for
I'll
longer.
give it to Pep. Pep's just Pep Guardiola.
Yeah, I'm similar with Waz. Like both of us have been huge Jurgen Klopp fans for a long time. Well,
Yeah.
Along with probably many people too, but yeah, it must have been awkward for Waz when Klopp went to Liverpool.
Yeah, it's bullcrap. He should have went to United. But
Yeah,
no,
he
we
rejected
bullcrap.
United.
I can reject
Pep's
United.
I guess agree with Matt where he's just been doing it for so long with such great teams, done like everything.
Don't like him. He's not nice.
He's not
Nice.
nice.
Let me give Jurgen hugs.
Just because Jurgen Klopp is just the
Hey,
nicest
man.
fucking dude on planet Earth
What-
doesn't mean
what do you
Pep Guardiola
mean?
isn't a nice guy.
Pep gives
What the
hugs.
fuck?
He loves his players.
Yeah, they love him back, bro.
Yeah. That's why they win
sometimes-
titles.
Sometimes there's
They don't win champions.
there's some people.
Except Ibra.
Yeah, dude.
And
Zlatan
Toure.
fucking hates anyone
Well,
who disagrees with him.
Yaya Toure as well. I think Ribery didn't
Couple
like
players
him.
out there.
Toure's so dramatic.
Last
Alright.
question
So
from
bad.
our friend Fabian. Liverpool 2019 final team or the Bayern 2020 final team?
It's kind
Yikes.
Kind of
This is
similar
a
to the
tough
question
one.
where we said Bayern
What was-
now
what
or
was the
Liverpool
first team, sorry?
now.
Didn't you?
It's Liverpool's last Champions League team or this.
I'm not going to say this
Bayern.
again. It's the same question. It's Liverpool, dude. That Liverpool team, dude. Oh,
It's hard to
Sadio
say
Mane and
'cause-
Mohamed Salah.
Yeah,
Are
but
you
that
serious?
that Hansi Flick
Against-
Hansi Flick team has been quality.
Yeah, remember that was the season where we got 97 points and finished second,
Mm-hmm.
and we
Yeah.
were playing.
Like, you got to look.
During that run towards the end of the season, we weren't losing. We weren't even drawing. We were just winning every game, which is kind
Well,
of
it's the
similar
same
to
with
Bayern.
Bayern.
Right now.
Bayern didn't lose
gotta
a
look
single
at-
game in the Champions League.
Yeah, you got to look at it, though. In that final game, honestly, the person who saved them was Manuel Neuer.
I mean, Liverpool
Easy.
only won by 2-0.
2-0. We scored a penalty in the first minute. It wasn't obviously it wasn't a
Yeah.
great match. Allison was playing very well for us too.
Ultimately,
No, that
I think
Liverpool team,
personally
I think
I
is
would
a better
choose the
team.
Liverpool team, but I think it'd be an absolutely fantastic
Oh,
match.
that would be such a good game.
Oh, it'd be fun to watch, but
That would
I
be
think
so.
Yeah, I don't know, but I think
has
I'll
the
give this
quality
one,
where it counts.
I'll give this one to Bayern.
Salah
too.
against Salah on Fonzie.
Fonzie.
What's
I
it-
like the way
Oh.
Bayern's been running recently.
Virgil van
I'd
Dijk.
Liverpool has,
I'd say Liverpool. I'd say Liverpool though.
yeah, that Liverpool's spine is just way better. They have one of the best center defensive midfields in the world, the best center. Okay, well, one of the two best center backs in the world,
And that was just
the best
Virgil
goalkeeper in the
being
world.
I
Virgil
would
was
say
just
Sadio Mane and Salah.
insane.
Oh yeah,
Like
say
Lewandowski would have like he's so good, but
yeah,
Oh, he would struggle against Virgil.
but Virgil is Virgil last year.
I don't
Virgil's
know,
being
that Bayern
nominated
Munich-
for best player awards. So
Yeah.
that's
Bayern,
but I guess Lewandowski.
Bayern, in my opinion, have a better midfield than Liverpool.
Yeah.
I'd rather take their midfield over that Liverpool midfield.
I agree.
I mean, Fabinho's pretty big.
Firmino's a great.
Yeah, but Goretzka's also tank right now.
I'm not talking about size-wise, you know. talking about like.
I think
ability-wise.
Goretzka's still
Fabinho's
tank.
really, really.
But
big.
Liverpool's defense for me takes that, and that is just way too big.
Yeah, because we did see
How much pace is up and down those flanks? Like,
Yeah.
So
I think that
I'm not
All
sure.
right.
I'm honestly not sure if Bayern's back line could handle fucking Trent and Robbo swinging shit down to Salah and Mane. That's
You'd
a
be like,
lot of
what
shit
the
to handle.
fuck is going on?
Dude, that's so much heat. So much heat.
So I'm
They're
gonna
just
check.
like 3 players on Robbo, and he's just like, Trent, here. It's like, wait, what the fuck just happened?
Switch a play.
That's just a lot of shit to have to deal with, bro. That's a lot of shit down the wing to have to deal with.
I still think it'd be a close game though.
It'd be a very good game.
Oh, I'd be such.
That's a lot of heat. They wouldn't have to worry about Firmino if they're at Anfield, but it's a lot of heat.
If Liverpool didn't get knocked out to Atletico.
So I want to talk about Robert Lewandowski real quick before we go. He did comment about the Ballon d'Or. He was asked about it. Who should have won the Ballon d'Or?
Frauds.
Myself, he says. We won everything there was to win. I became top scorer in every competition. Of course, there's an argument for certain players, but I think that a player who achieves that much should win the Golden Ball. And he's being as humble as he can. He's like, I'm not honest. I kind of did a lot.
Well, is anyone else here to disagree that he shouldn't deserve
I mean,
it?
the only other player that would be Messi. The only
Or
other
De
player
Bruyne.
no.
I think De
De
Bruyne's
Bruyne's very
cracked.
good, but I don't think so. Not.
What did De Bruyne win? Nothing.
Doesn't matter. That guy's
EFL
cracked. Do you see the way he plays?
He won nothing.
People forget that. I think people forget that this is an individual award, not a team
They won
award.
nothing.
Thank you, Matt. We finally agree on something. It's like saying, "Oh, man, Messi's not the greatest of all time because he didn't win a World Cup, a team award."
I love De Bruyne. Honestly, he's one of my favorite Prem players, but Lewandowski was just too good this season.
How I see it, his individual performances influenced the team enough that led them to winning the big trophies. That's probably what Liam's trying
I think
to go
Antoine Griezmann deserved it this year. To be fair, a couple years back he said he was on the same level as Messi or Ronaldo, and I couldn't agree more. I think he really did have a shot this year of winning it. To be fair,
Yeah, and Schneider said he would have won the Ballon d'Or if he worked hard enough, but he just didn't feel like it.
That sounds like a person who's good at football but never made the
Well,
professional.
joke's on you, bitch.
Yeah.
Joke's on you, bitch.
If you have made it to the end of this podcast, we greatly appreciate it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the 90th Minute. Get involved with tonight's conversations. Check us out on social media. Links are in the description. From Greg, Lucas, Waz, Maddie, and myself, Liam. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching and listening. This has been yet another week in the beautiful game. We'll see you next time.